Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
On my notes, I have find emotional security, spiritually grow the fuck up. It's time to spiritually grow the fuck up. It's time to find emotional security. That was actually in regards to some summit stuff that I was writing down, some summit copy. So the main thing I am going to discuss on this episode is how I was going to skip A Course in Miracles and focus on copy. So I'm feeling the time crunch, and I've said on a few episodes at least how it's important to keep up your spiritual guard, or for me to keep up my spiritual guard. And maybe guard isn't the right word, but just stay strong in my spiritual practice. So when I get busy, an easy default is to, maybe perhaps for everybody, is to be like, all right, I won't meditate as long or at all this morning. I won't do my prayer. I won't do my morning routine. Then it can be, well, I won't do my nightly routine, and then it can be everything in between. I won't work out and or get my exercise or do the physical health aspects of a good life. And definitely feeling the time crunch of the copy. Like I've got deadlines to get this copy done, to launch the summit, to start the promotion period. And I was like, you know what? Just start on A Course in Miracles. So what I was going to do was I was going to put A Course in Miracles to the side this morning, because that can take a good hour. And guess what? Today's was like a 4-pager. Usually it's like a 2-pager, 2.25, 2.5. And it's so dense content that it oftentimes takes me an hour. So of course, the day I'm really feeling the time crunch, A Course in Miracles is 4+ pages. So I start after it, and I'd done my meditation, I'd done my prayer, start on the Course in Miracles, and all this as I'm writing, as I'm taking notes for A Course in Miracles and reading A Course in Miracles, all this great summit copy content starts to download. So I was taking notes like mad. And one of the things that I was tasked to do was to find an analogy. Like I've been playing in the wrong sandbox. You realize you're playing in one sandbox and you realize there's this whole other sandbox over here, right? Or you're playing in the kiddie pool and all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, there's the adult pool over there. This is in regards to the Tools for a Good Life Summit copy, right? For the landing page to entice people to register for the summit. So, what happened to me was, and I like both of those analogies. I like the sandbox analogy. I like the swimming pool analogy. There's also the, I was swimming in the swimming pool and then it turns out there's the ocean. And so for me, I woke up one day and I had definitely felt like I had been doing everything right. I was strong in, my recovery program. I was working hard. I was making money. I was supporting the family. all these things. And then overnight, I was headed for divorce and had alimony and child support payments, and then losing the house and career and upheaval. And I thought, what? Like, I thought, what? And so the analogy that came to me, and I kind of like this, is I was putting together the wrong puzzle. I was playing with the wrong puzzle pieces. Like, this whole time I completed the puzzle and it was the wrong one. They're like, yo, you've been playing with the wrong puzzle, my friend. How else did I write it? Playing with the wrong puzzle. The wrong pieces. Prioritizing the wrong pieces, prioritizing the wrong puzzle, different ways to say it. I was placing with the wrong, sorry, bear with me as I write this, as I read all my notes. But I had put together the wrong puzzle. You get it. Some variation of that. And so the rest of the story is, or the notes, or to complete that thought there, is that I was going to skip the ACIM. I was going to let down the spiritual guard to go to write the copy. And oftentimes what happens when I go to write copy is it is a grind. It's a grind. It can feel like a grind, and it can take me a long time. And so to have the analogy drop down for the analogy section of the summit page while I was doing the ACIM was very cool and very affirming to stay strong in the spiritual guard, and the pieces will fall into place. Play with the right puzzle and the pieces will fall into place. And so then I extrapolated that out in the, I have been thinking about this other thought in regards to the puzzle piece, or the puzzle and the pieces. Sorry, it's late. It's like, it's getting close to 11. And it's been a long day. Lots of video editing, uploading, copy writing, interview editing. Is that we're all part of the puzzle of life. All of us are pieces of that puzzle of life, and all pieces are required. Like, quit judging all the pieces of the puzzle. They're all required to make the puzzle of life complete. And I love that thought. That might be too simplistic, or other people again might go, duh. But that little thought warms my heart. And so the rest of the notes that I had written were what I started with. It's time to find emotional maturity. Spiritually grow the fuck up. And for my own thought, emotional maturity is not a fiction. I am keeping the shock and awe on the summit copy to a minimum. Ooh, I also noticed today as I was listening to some interviews that I tend to do this noise a lot, or this clacky, that snappy sound. So I'm going to work on that. That's it. I'm done. Keep your spiritual guard up. Play with the right puzzle pieces. Complete the right puzzle. Peace out.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.